Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, coming at you with another article, Observing the Times. This one is from the Economic Collapse blog.com. And I like the Economic Collapse blog because, the people that write these articles are the person, whomever they are, they diligently follow up with, the economy and the government, which is important. We need this information to know what the fuck is going on. All right. So the title of this article is "It's a Retail Apocalypse. Sears, Macy's, and the Limited are all closing stores." Now, obviously it's been a retail apocalypse. A retail apocalypse been happening. It ain't nothing new. More and more stores have been closing now. Okay, why? Because the grinding is starting to cease. Things aren't gonna get any better. It's like we've been saying. It's been said. Things are only gonna get worse. Okay, and the elite did a good fucking job at keeping up the illusion. Okay, that things were getting better. You people that are not of this truth were very high off of Obama's juice, man. Extremely high, intoxicated, thinking that everything was well with Obama. Things went well with Obama, and now Trump is gonna fuck things up. But you fail to realize that these puppets work towards the same agenda because they don't do nothing of themselves. What they do is of whatever who their power is. Okay, and they're given orders, and everything is in order. Everyone is in order, except for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you foreigners, okay, of our nation that don't want to get down with Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. But you're going to be forced to get down or lay down, and better hope it's not too late when you won't be able to wipe your ass anymore, okay, and when the women can't buy tampons, all right, and when you can't go and get your weed and your liquor and go to your clubs and buy clothes that still have you with your titties popped out and your asses out, and men with your skinny jeans and all this types of bullshit. The point is that when you are no longer able to do the things that you take for granted, okay, like literally brushing your teeth and wiping your ass in the morning, okay, when you're not able to do those things anymore, then it's gonna hit you. Oh shit, Jacob's trouble. Well, the prophet's been saying, starting on down with the elders. Okay, let me read you the first few paragraphs. And I'll just read you the first few paragraphs because it gets real funny. Okay? And I'll post the article and so you could go in on it yourself. But I'll put it in the description as usual. So here it goes. Okay, it has only been 2 weeks since Christmas, and already we are witnessing a stunning bloodbath of store closings. Macy's shocked the retail industry by announcing that they will be closing about 100 stores, okay? That's 100 fucking stores, all right? That's a lot of stores, okay? And Macy's is a big brand, okay? They've been around since I was in the diapers that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Going with mom and pops to the mall, to Macy's to buy shit for the house, clothes, etc. Okay? So that's why, it said they shocked the retail industry, right? Everybody's shocked. Oh, but things are getting better. No, things ain't getting better. And it's evident with these corporate giants falling, okay? These Goliaths falling, okay? Because everything is changing. So not only is shit getting worse, but there's the illusion that things are okay because there's still money being made. Of course, there's still money being made. There's still an economy. And quite frankly, there's always going to be an economy up until the missiles begin to rain. Because once the missiles begin to rain, all sales transactions will be null and void. And Yahweh Shine the angels will be here to take over. All right? But as long as there's sale transactions going, there is some sort of economy. As long as there's economic exchanges occurring. Okay? And then with technology advancing, robots and artificial intelligence is taking over, and then you have what's called automation, okay? Automated tasks through robots and artificial intelligence. Okay, you're gonna have taxi drivers that are robots, just like in the movie The Fifth Element. Okay, fucking fast food restaurants that are able to be run off of artificial intelligence and robots, where you go into the counter, you get whatever you want off the touchscreen, okay, and automatically it will be brought to you via conveyor belt, and it'll be made by robots. You know, basically ovens and toasters and shit that automate themselves, like the Jetsons. Okay, those cartoons, the Jetsons, right? You got fucking Amazon, okay, already. Okay, this is another reason why these retail stores, okay, I mean on the carnal tip, on the economic tip, it's really the Spirit of the Lord making it happen. But if you look at it from a business standpoint, okay, like I said, the game's changing. You got Amazon opening stores, okay, that retail stores that are self-automated. Okay, you got self-checkout. Okay, it's all self-checkouts. There's nobody ringing you up at the cash register. You go in, buy what you want, self-check your ass out. Okay, that's the new wave now. Okay, so you know, the internet, the technology, you know, is changing that. So that's part of prophecy, because that is going to weaken the economy. You have a lot of zombies that don't know how to do a damn thing with their hands. They lack real skills. Okay, and that's going to add to the hunger, the thirst, the desire, okay, the anguish, okay, motherfuckers eating each other, stealing from each other, the love of many waxing cold, okay, because when people only act civilized and insane because they have something to look forward to. The system gave them a purpose, but you know, because they don't want to turn to the Lord. See, if you turn to the Lord, then as an Israelite, if you are an Israelite, this is, you know, one of the benefits of being a Hebrew Israelite, right? We have been given a blueprint on how to live, and everything else that we cannot know, that we don't know, because faith is a substance of things hoped for but not seen. So the mysteries that we do not understand, that has not been revealed to us, what we do not know, like for example, Yahweh said, worry about today, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow comes with its problems, roughly paraphrasing what he said, right? So we don't know tomorrow. We can't predict tomorrow, but we leave it in the hands of the Lord, all right? Because the Lord is guiding our steps. Man's goings is of the Lord, all right? But you zombies, man, the zombies out there, they don't have that covering, okay? Because they don't want to follow the blueprint, okay? So they're not gonna know what to do. They lack direction. Their direction comes from a system, all right, that is artificial, okay, and doesn't give a fuck about them. And once that system fails, then what are you going to do? Because you don't believe in the Lord. You don't want to turn back to the Lord. So what are you going to do? Okay? You're going to have no direction. Like when hoes in the streets, when their pimps get locked up, you know, and the hoes are starving. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's just saying, that's exactly what you people, you're being pimped. 2/3 of our people, and the rest of you heathens too, all right, that don't know any better, you're hoes and you're being pimped, okay? And so when your pimps ain't around, because you need direction, you know, that's what in real life, look up them documentaries, man. Them hoes go crazy because they don't know how to think. They're trained how to think. So when their handler is not around, they're not being told what to do, when they're not being given orders, okay? And so then it falls back to the Most High anyways. Because if you need order in your life, right? If you're the type that needs to follow order, then why don't you follow orders from the highest in command? All right? And you shall never lose your way. All right? And the highest in command, in the name of his son, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay, will never abandon you. Okay, so long as you have faith in them. Okay, and in the spirit. All right? But you know, so when you know these stores closing now, these giants, these Goliaths, okay, is worrying people. Like I said, they should be. So now, all right, all this talk about the economy is going to fail is not just talk anymore, because it's been being talked about years ago, okay? And now it's hitting people in the face, okay? Because these stores ain't just closing down because shit is slow, okay? Yeah, money is being made, but what people don't understand is that the way the economy works, Okay, that's why this economic apocalypse is gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be fucking huge, because the way that this economy works is that first of all, the money ain't backed up by silver nor gold. Okay, is backed off of debt. Okay, so in order to keep the money circulating, new bills must be printed and people must acquire debt, which means that you borrow invisible money, and then you have to pay back invisible money with interest on top, meaning more invisible money than you borrowed. Imaginary money. That's some bullshit. So because of this impact, because of these patterns, right, you have something that's called inflation. Okay, because you got to keep up with the cost of production, the cost of goods, wages. Okay, things require resources and labor to be produced and then manufactured. Okay, and there's prices. Okay, and these are the things that dictate prices. Okay, availability, your ability, the ability for it to be the availability of the resource. Okay, and its ability and the ability to be extracted. Okay, this is the formula: the availability of the resource, okay, plus the ability to be extracted, okay, or extraction rate, okay, how much of it can be acquired, and how much, and the extraction rate is how much, and in how much time, okay, how much of the resource can be acquired times a specific time against a specific time period, plus distribution. Okay, those are the things that dictate also demand. Okay, the value of resources. Okay, so then you have resources are in labor and services. Resources and services are being traded with imaginary money, that only keeps up its value by making people acquire debt and paying more imaginary money than they borrowed in the first place, which is fucking extortion. Okay, it's damn devils. So because of that, okay, inflation, all right, businesses must increase their profits every year more than they did the previous year. Okay, if businesses' profits are not increasing certain percentages every single year, if they made the same amount of money, if in 2017, if in 2016 Sears made the same amount of money they did in 2015, they're fucked. Yeah, the businesses have to make more money every single year, in order to stay afloat and to prosper. Okay, so it's more money, so the pressure is on more and more, but every year the fucking value of money goes down. Every year things get worse and worse. Okay, every year our infrastructure, our economy is weaker. So how long can you continue the fucking charade before you can't go any longer? Okay, so that's what's happening now. Okay, the downward spiral of Sears hit another landmark when it was announced that another 150 Sears and Kmart stores will be shutting down. And we have just learned that the Limited is immediately closing all stores nationwide. If the U.S. economy is doing just fine, then why are we experiencing such a retail apocalypse? All over America, vast shopping malls that were once buzzing with eager consumers now resemble mausoleums. We have never seen anything quite like this in our entire history. Okay? And nobody is quite sure what's going to happen next. Okay? And mausoleums, I don't know what the hell that is. But let's look up. That's a vocabulary word. And what we do with vocabulary words is we look them up. Okay? So right there, put it in the search engine. Mausoleum, a building, especially a large and stately one, housing a tomb or tombs. Wow, so a building of tombs. Okay, so vast shopping malls that were once buzzing with eager consumers now resemble graveyards, basically. Okay, not too long ago, I walked into a Macy's and it was eerily quiet. I stumbled around the men's department looking for something to buy, but I was deeply disappointed in what was being offered. After some time had passed, an employee finally noticed me and came over to help, but they didn't have anything that I was looking for. And it is a sad thing because over the past several years when I have gone into Macy's looking to spend money, most of the time I have come out of there without spending a penny. Macy's has been made very bad decisions recently, and I am hoping that they can still turn things around. Alright? Hoping that they can turn things around. Like, oh, I feel bad, you know. Man, fuck that. I don't hope that they can turn a damn thing around, man. I want everybody to fall under. Okay? Because when this place collapses, our kingdom can rise, okay? I'll read down to the last paragraph and then, you know, I'll cut it short. And I'll let you, you know, I'll put it in the description so you can read. But this is another one. I was laughing when I read this paragraph. It says, another legendary retailer that really does not have any hope left is Sears. Damn, Sears. It says that doesn't have any hope left. So this motherfucker went from, I'm hoping that they can still turn things around, but he just said about Macy's, but he just said about Sears, another legendary retailer that does not have any hope left. Okay, every year they just keep closing even more stores, and because they are losing so much money, they don't have anything to invest in the stores that remain. As a result, the state of many Sears locations is downright embarrassing at this point. Okay? So let's see, I'll read the next paragraph. It says, but the retailer famous for selling everything from shoes to vacuum cleaners to whole houses is facing its biggest crisis ever. Okay, it's closing hundreds of stores. Others are in shambles with leaking ceilings and broken escalators. In some, employees hang bed sheets to shield shoppers from sections that stand empty. Wow. Since the early portion of 2013, sales are down an astounding 37% for the company. Holy fuck. It says Sears is currently more than $1.6 billion in debt, and they are losing more than $1 billion a year. Okay? They keep closing stores in a desperate attempt to stop the bleeding. Okay? In 2010, Sears had 3,555 stores. Last year, Sears had 1,503 stores. Okay? Alright? They're going out of business. Okay? So anyways, I know I read a little bit more than I said I would, but I just wanted to, you know, emphasize that. Because I didn't, you know, I still haven't read the article fully. I'm still reading it, but I just wanted to share that. Okay? Because, see, there was this facade being played that things are going to get better. And now it can't be hid anymore. Now these corporate giants, okay? How can you call yourself CEO of Sears, Macy's? You were once proud as fuck, the manager of this location, this branch, this franchise. I manage this, manage that. You know what I'm saying? CEO, president, all of that. And now soon, most of these people won't even have dollar bills to wipe their asses with. Okay? But anyways, with that being said, call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Alright, to the house of David. Alright, to the elect. And keep observing the times. You know, the time is coming. Right, we're 3 days away from the next clown to be in office. Okay, and Lord willing, you know, this is the clown of all clowns to bring Jacob's trouble so he can get the fuck out of here. Alright? And may this be the year. You know, as the apostle said, the year of death, destruction, and diligence. Alright? Shalom.